The room was quiet, so quiet that even the snowfall outside seemed to hush in reverence. Pale moonlight crept through the arched window, painting silver streaks across the wooden floorboards and the still figure lying on the bed. His name had been Kale. Outside, the jagged peaks of the Idren Mountains stood like solemn witnesses, snow blanketing them like mourning shrouds. The stars above blinked in perfect clarity, unmarred by clouds, as if the heavens themselves leaned closer to observe. Kale's chest no longer rose and fell. His face, though pale, held a peace that had long evaded him in life. Beside the bed, a candle had burned to a stub, its final flicker extinguished moments before his final breath. But Kale's story was not over. At first, it was like a breath, silent and slow. A shimmer of light rose above his chest, as delicate as mist and as vibrant as a northern aurora. It pulsed once with a soft hum, then began to take shape. A human form emerged, translucent, ethereal, and luminous in shades of blue and silver. The soul of Kale hovered gently above the body it had once inhabited, tethered by threads of memory and emotion. He opened eyes that no longer belonged to flesh. They glowed faintly as he looked down at the husk below. His lips parted, though no breath escaped. Instead, a silent name drifted through the veil: Alira. At the edge of the room, beside the arched window, a figure stirred. She had been there all along. Draped in a cloak the color of midnight, a woman stood with her back to Kale, staring into the mountain sky. She turned slowly, revealing eyes that shimmered with stars. "I wondered if you would remember," she said softly, her voice like the rustle of leaves. "Who are you?" Kale asked, not with words but with thought. Speech belonged to the world he had just left. "I am Serana," she replied, "a watcher, a guide." Kale drifted a few inches higher, soul light swirling around him like water. "Guide to where?" Serana smiled sadly. "To where you must go, but first you must choose." She gestured to the window. As Kale's gaze followed, the glass shimmered, no longer reflecting the starry mountains, but revealing a path made of light and memory. Bridges formed from dreams, arches from laughter, steps from tears. Each step on that glowing path led to places not of earth, forests of whispering trees, cities made of song, oceans that remembered every soul who ever sailed them. "But," Serana said, "you may stay for a while, long enough to say goodbye." Kale's heart, or whatever now pulsed within him, ached with the weight of memory. "Alira," he whispered again. "I left her behind." Serana nodded. "Then begin with her." In a cottage nestled at the base of the Idren Range, Alira stirred in her sleep. She sat bolt upright, gasping for breath. Her hand clutched at the side of the bed where Kale used to lie. It was cold. The fire had gone out, and she was alone. But somewhere in the silence, she felt warmth, a presence. As though a voice, carried on wind and moonlight, whispered, "I'm still here." Kale floated through the night air, untethered by walls or gravity. Memories surged around him like eddies in a stream. Here was the river where he first met Alira, laughing as they stumbled across stepping stones. There, the forge where he worked day and night, saving for the home they would one day build. He saw the harder times too, the illness, the arguments, the nights of silence and fear. "I wasn't ready," he said aloud. "I never told her enough. I never thanked her." Serana walked beside him in the air, her feet not touching the ground. "Few ever do," she said, "but you may still be heard." That night, Alira stood at Kale's grave under the frozen stars. She had buried him beneath